Hello students, we are in the ninth chapter, that is ray optics and optical instrument, and it carries a 9 marks along with the numerical problems. So what is optics? It is a study, the branch of physics which deals with the study of light. And what is ray? A single ray is what a ray of light is when the light travels from one point to another along a straight line, and the path is called the ray of light. And the bundle of such rays is called a beam of light. Light travel ಮಾಡು ಆ ಪಾತಿಗೆ ray of light. A ray of light ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಕೂಡಿ the bundle of such rays is called a beam of light. So what are the two main properties of light? One is reflection and refraction. So reflection ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? When the light ray incident on a surface, it bounces back in the same medium. So here you can see the ray diagram. This is incident ray and this is a surface. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೂ ಲೈಟ್ ಬಿದ್ದ ಕೂಡಲೇ then it bounces back, and that is called the reflected ray. And here the theta and theta are ಇಲ್ಲಿ I and R ಆಗಬೇಕು. So what are the laws? The angle of reflection R is equal to angle of incidence. And second one is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal to the reflecting surface at the point of the interface lie on the same plane. So here you can see the incident ray, normal and reflected ray remain in the same plane. And what is the velocity of light? And you are given that 3 into 10 raised to 8. It is exactly 2.99. We are taking approximately 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. And what is the wavelength of the visible light? That is 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter to 7.5 into 10 raised to minus 7 meter. So in case of nanometer, it is 400 to 750 meter. It should be what? It should be nanometer, not a meter. Here it should be a nanometer. The next is refraction of light. So what do you mean by refraction of light? When the light ray travel from one medium to another, the direction changes to the direction changes at interface. What is the interface? The surface where the two medium meet, and this is a surface that is called interface. It bends or move away. So when the light travels from one medium to another, the direction changes, and that is called a reflection of light. So what are the two laws of refraction? One is incident ray, refracted ray, and normal at the interface at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. This is exactly same as it in the law of reflection of light. And the second one is the ratio of sine of the angle of incidence. So this is a sine angle of incident, and sine of this I divided by sine of R is equal to n to 1. That is, what does it to 1 means? The light ray is traveling from second medium to 1 with respect to 1, that is equal to n2 divided by n1. And this formula you can write it as n1 sine I is equal to n2 sine R. This is a sense law, and where n is called what? A refractive index of the medium. So when the sense law is not valid for a normal incident, that is I is equal to R is equal to 0, because sine 0 divided by 0, it becomes 0 divided by 0, so it is indeterminate. So therefore the sense law is not valid for normal incidence. Then normal incidence means what? Here at least when it is on the normal, it is the angle between the normal and the incidence is what? 0. Then absolute refractive index is, you are taking instead of the n1, n is the velocity of light divided by velocity of the medium is called absolute refractive index. Next one is a critical angle. So what do you mean by a critical angle? When the light travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium. So this is a special case when a denser medium from the light travels from the denser medium to a rarer medium, the angle of incidence is called a critical angle. So what do you mean by a denser medium? N will be more, the refractive index will be more compared to the other medium. So when the angle of incidence, this angle of incidence is equal to IC, when this R becomes 90. This corresponding refractive angle of incidence is called a critical angle. So what do you say? When the light travels from denser medium to rarer medium, the angle of incidence is called critical angle when the angle of refraction is 90 degree. So from this Sen's law, n is equal to what? Sin I divided by sin R. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸೈನ್ ಐ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಐ ಸಿ ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಕ್ರಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸೈನ್ 90, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೈನ್ 90? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1. So here n2 divided by n1. Here you are left with only sin IC because sin 90 1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It is n2 divided by n1 and IC is equal to sin inverse of n2 divided by n1. This is what the relation between the critical angle and the refractive index, and this is important. The next one is what? The total internal reflection. When there is a total internal reflection, so here you have studied what is critical angle. Critical angle ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? The angle of refraction is 90 degree. So angle of refraction 90 degree ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ ಅದು ಬೆಂಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್? When the ray of light travels from denser medium to rarer medium, if the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, that is the ray is totally reflected back. This phenomena is called a total internal reflection. So when it reflects back, totally reflects back, because the angle of incident will be greater than critical angle. Greater than critical angle ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ it should be R should be greater than 90. Then the angle of incidence will be greater than a critical angle. So what are the main two condition for TI? That is TIR means total internal reflection. Light must travel from denser to rarer medium. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಂದ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇ ಇಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಅವೇ. ರೇರರ್ ಟು ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಆದರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ the angle of incidence should be greater than critical angle, and these are the two main conditions for total internal reflection. What are the application? The sparkling of diamond. So in the diamond, what is spark ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್? ದಿಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಡೈಮಂಡ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಏರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮಿಂದ ಡೈಮಂಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಲೈಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಪ್ಡ್ ದರ್, and that light will shine. That is a reason for a sparkling of diamond. And second one is optical fibers. In optical fibers, the main optical ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣನೇ the light ray ಇಂದ information pass ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So it is optical fiber, and that is due to the total internal reflection, because in optical fiber the light is passed, and due to the light is passed it moves in a total internal reflection. Total internal reflection ಆದಾಗ ಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ is passed. And the third one is in the prism. So and in rainbow also, what in the rain droplets also there is a total internal reflection happening. Then what do you mean by a mirage? And optical illusion due to the ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಮಿರೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೀರು ಕಣ್ಣಂಗೆ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹತ್ತಿರ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನೀರಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ಯಾಕೆ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ optical illusion is called mirage. And the next topic is refraction at the spherical surfaces by lenses. So here ಒಂದು ಮಿರರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಮಿರರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಸಲ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೂ ಲೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಕೇವ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಲೆನ್ಸ್. ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಅ beam of light and a bunch of rays of light, and this is converging. So converging at a focus point, and here you can say it is diverging the light rays. So it is called a diverging lens. Next is a refraction at spherical surface, the relation between u, v, n and r. So u, v, n and r is what? The image distance, object distance, image distance, refractive index and radius of curvature. So here is what? Here is a spherical surface, andre reflecting surface idu. And this is O is object and it is incident on the point N and reflected towards the refracted, and the image is formed here at this principal axis, and this line is normal at this point. So here I is what? The angle of incidence, R is angle of reflection. So R, capital R is what? The radius of curvature, C is the center of curvature, U and V are what? The object distance and the image distance. So here in NOC, what is the NOC? Here you can also draw a triangle here, that is a construction. If you don't want, you can skip it. So in the triangle NOC means what? NOC. Here I is a exterior angle, ಇದು exterior angle ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ NOC plus NCO is equal to I. So I have written here. And NOC ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? We have taken the tan of NOM is what? MN divided by OM. And tan of NCM is what? MN divided by MC. Tan skip ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ because it is a small angles. We can skip tan and only write the ratios. So then this is equation 1. And similarly in NIC, where is NIC? NI and C here, this triangle. And illi triangle R and NIM is what? Interior angle. Sum of the two opposite interior angle is equal to the exterior angle, that is NCM. Where is NCM? NCM. This is your exterior angle. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ the first equation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು interior angle ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಈಗ this one is the exterior angle. So here the sum of R plus NIC. I have written here the equation 2. And the rearranging, you have to write what is R is equal to, and angle ಏನು, ಯಾವ್ದು ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಅಂತ similar to equation 1 ಬರಿಬೇಕು. The next is using the sense law, that is N1 sin I is equal to N2 sin R. So what is sin I? Again sin is cancelled because of small angle. So you are left with N1I is equal to N2R. So I ಮತ್ತು R ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ equation 1 and equation 2 ಅನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಇದು that you have name it as equation 3. Okay, the next one you have to write equation 3 here. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚಿನ ಸ್ಲೈಡಿಂದು ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 3ಅನ್ನು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಬೈ MN. ಸೊ MN ಗೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್, ದ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ವಿತ್ 1 1. Okay, so here, and when you multiply the N1, you'll get N1 divided by OM plus N2 divided by MI is equal to N2 minus N1 divided by MC. So here from the figure OM andrenu, it is U, and minus U yake by the sign convention, and MI is the object, so the image distance, and MC is the radius of curvature. So rearranging agi ಮಾಡಿ ದ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಬಂದು N2 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ V ಮೈನಸ್ N1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ U is equal to N2 minus N1 divided by R. So this is the relation between N, R, U and V. The next one is a refraction by lens. So the lens is an optical medium bounded by the two spherical surfaces. So how do you tell the spherical surface? ಈ ಹಿಂದೆ ಈ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲನ್ನು ಸರ್ಫೇಸನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿಸಿದ್ರಿ. ಈಗ what is lens? It is bounded by the two spherical surfaces, either converging or diverging. So what is the lens maker's formula? Lens maker's formula is 1 divided by F is equal to N21 minus 1 into 1 divided by r1 minus 1 divided by r2. So r1 and r2 are the radius of curvature of first surface and the second surface. So this is a formula you have to derive, and this derivation is very important, that is derivation for lens makers formula. So you are taking what, a one lens object, it is refracting, and ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಏನು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಯುಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಆ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್, r1 will take it as. So here the first one, n1 divided by minus u plus n2 divided by v dash is equal to n2 minus n1 divided by r1, it is r1. So ಯಾಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ v dash ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಎ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಿಂದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು, ಐ ಡ್ಯಾಶಲ್ಲಿ, ಆವಾಗ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ವಿ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಯು ವಿ ಆರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಎ ಡಿ ಸಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ್ಯಟ್ ಐ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್, minus v, and here the object distance is what, it is plus v, and ಇಲ್ಲಿ object distance u ಬದಲು minus u ಬದಲು ಏನು, it is minus v1 or a v dash. So here is equal to n2 minus n1 divided by minus r2 ಯಾಕಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ, ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸನ್ನು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಗೇನ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಅ ಸರ್ಕಲ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವಾಟ್, r2 ಯಾಕೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮೈನಸ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಸೈನ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ minus r2. ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ 1 and 2, ಸೇಮ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಯು ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ವಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇರೋದು ವಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ r1 ಇರೋದು minus r2, and everything rest is same. So adding the equation 1 and 2, what you get, n2 divided by v dash, n2 divided minus v dash get cancels, and you are left with n1 divided by minus u plus n1 divided by v is equal to n2 minus n1, and here you are taking a common n2 minus n1, you are left with 1 divided by r1 minus 1 divided by r2. Then that is equal to, which implies the same, the simplification ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದ ಎಲ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇರೋದನ್ನು n1ಅನ್ನು ಆರ್ ಎಚ್ ಎಸ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ಆವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ n2 ಮೈನಸ್ n1 ಇದೆ, ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಆದಾಗ n2 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ n1 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೈನಸ್ n1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ n1 ಈಸ್ 1. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್. ಈ n2 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ n1ಅನ್ನು we can write it as n21. Is that clear? So why we have written this 1 divided by u plus 1 divided by v is equal to 1 divided by f. This is a lens formula, not a lens maker's formula. This is lens maker's formula. You have already studied in your 10th previous classes. This 1 divided by u minus 1 divided by v is equal to 1 divided by f is the lens formula. Next is the same equation for a thin lens. We have 1 divided by v minus 1 divided by u is equal to 1 divided by f. So you have to write what is v, u and f. So what you know already, v and u. What is f? F is a focal length. Focal length means distance between optic center and focus point, and a focus on the side of the source is a first focal point. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆದರೆ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಲೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಇದೇ ಸೈಡಿಗಾದರೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೋಕಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಅದರ್ ಸೈಡಿಗಾದರೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. Then what do you mean by magnification? This concept you have already studied in your 10th standard, that is the ratio of the size of the image to the size of the object. So m is equal to h dash divided by h, and that is equal to image distance divided by object distance. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು, ಇಮೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ height of the object height of the image divided by height of the object is what? The magnification. Then you have another concept, that is the power of the lens. Power of the lens is nothing but how much it can diverge or converge. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೆಥಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಂಟರಿಂದ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲೈನ್ and that makes an angle that is h amplitude, and here line falling light ray in the, that is the angle between this is we have taken a delta. So the tan delta, the tangent of an angle by which it converges or diverges a parallel beam of light parallel to the principal axis falling at the unit distance from the optic center. What do you mean by unit distance? 1. And the parallel beam of light ಏನಿದೆ, parallel beam of light, this is a parallel beam of light which is parallel to a principal axis. So here the tangent of the angle by which it converges or diverges. So here the power is equal to tan delta, that is equal to 1 divided by f. And what is f? The h divided by f. And why we have taken h is equal to 1? Because it is a unit distance by the definition. Unit distance anta tagontidivi. So here the h becomes 1. So the last formula of power is equal to 1 divided by f. And what is the SI unit of power? It is diopter. So 1 diopter. And since it is 1 divided by focal length ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಏನು? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರೆಸಿಪ್ರೋಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 per meter. So here it is a SI unit of power. And when the power is positive, it is a convex lens, and when it is a negative, it is a concave lens. Remember this point. When you solve the problem, if it becomes minus, then it is concave lens, and here it is a convex lens. The next one is a derivation for expression for equivalent focal length of two thin lens. So here what is this case? This is a system where the thin lens are joined, and you have to derive the expression for a focal length where two lens are joined, and we are taking this whole thing is one system. So first one, and you are writing the the explanation for it, that is A and B are the two lenses joined. What is u? V dash, and V is what? The image distance, and V1 is also image distance when the another thin lens is placed, and you are getting the two images, that is I and I1. So here from the lens A only we are considering now A, the relation between V, U and what is equal to f, that is the thin ಲೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಥರ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ V1, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೇಕರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ಆದರೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ N1 ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ 1 divided by V minus 1 divided by U is equal to 1 divided by F. And you have to write F1 and F2 for A and B. Then what you have to do? You have to add this equation 1 and 2. Add ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಏನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ? This 2 get cancels, because this 1 divided by V1 and minus 1 divided by V1 get cancels after adding. So you are left with what? 1 divided by V minus 1 divided by U is equal to 1 divided by F1 plus 1 divided by F2. So from this equation, what you take here, if you to consider one system, ಎರಡು ಒಂದೇ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, this should become, the RHS should become what? F now. So instead of 1 divided by f1 plus 1 divided by f2, we are writing 1 divided by f. So what does it mean? 1 divided by f is what? 1 divided by f1 plus 1 divided by f2. So similarly, for a power, what happens? Power is equal to p1 plus p2 plus p3 so on up to. ಅಂದರೆ 4-5 ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಯು ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 4-5 ಲೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ it becomes what? 1 divided by f1 plus 1 divided by f2 plus 1 divided by f3 so on. But magnification ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It becomes a product. The total magnification is what? m1, m2 and m3. ಇದೆರಡು focal length and power just addition when you take 2 or more lenses, but magnification is the product. The next one is a refraction of light through a prism, and this experimentally you have found out in your practicals. So what is prism? It is a triangular shaped a glass object, and here ABC is what? ABC is a triangular prism, and here ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು? ಏರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮಿಂದ ಲೈಟ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ it moves what? Inside the glass, means what? It moves from air to glass. And second, ಏರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಈ ರೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ರೇ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಟು ಏರ್. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಡೆನ್ಸರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಟು ಅ ರೇರರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ the first surfaceally we call it as angle of incidence, and this is angle of refraction. And again angle of refraction here becomes r2. r2 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? here at this surface r2 is a angle of incidence because we are considering this surface. ಈ ಸರ್ಫೇಸನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ರೇ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರಿಸಮ್ ಬಂದು ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಈ r2 ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲಿಗೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಮರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ರೇ. Emergent ray is denoted by E here. And what is delta? And delta is the angle of deviation. So angle of deviation means what? The angle between emergent ray and direction of the incident ray. Actually prism ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೇ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ಈ ಪಾತಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೇ, and the difference between this line and the emergent ray, here is a emergent ray, and when you extend it, and this will be the angle of deviation. So in order to, in a quadrilateral AQNR, what is the AQNR? AQNR quadrilateral means a four-side figure. So here what you take? A is A plus QNR. A plus QNR is 180 degree by the property of a quadrilateral. Then in a triangle QNR ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ the small angle, that is equal to the sum of the sides of the triangle is r1 plus r2, and QNR is equal to 180 degree. And from the equation 1 and 2 what happens? Total deviation ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? I minus r1 plus E minus r2 by the definition. By the definition of the total deviation you have to write this formula, and ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? I plus E r1 ಅನ್ನು r1 and r2 ಅನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಸೈಡ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. r1 plus r2 and minus is taken common. So what is r1 plus r2? It is nothing but the angle A. So here r1 plus from the equation 2 r1 plus r2 and QNR ಯಾಕೆ A ಆಯಿತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ A plus QNR is 180 degree. r1 plus r2 plus QNR is 180 degree. Therefore A is equal to r1 plus r2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So instead of r1 plus r2 you are writing the minus A. Then you are left with the angle of deviation is equal to I plus E minus A, where A is what? The angle of the prism. Here A is the angle of the prism. So it depends on the total deviation, depends on the incident ray. the angle of incident ray. For minimum deviation, what is that? A delta becomes what? A dm. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, I is equal to E ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, R1 is equal to R2. So therefore 2R1 is equal to A. ಅಂದರೆ R1 plus R2 ಎರಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆದಾಗ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ 2R1. ಸೊ 2R1 is equal to A ಆದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿವಿಯೇಷನ್? ಡಿ ಎಮ್ is equal to 2I minus A ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ what I is equal to, what happens to the angle of incident? From this equation itself, I is equal to dm plus A divided by 2. This is the angle of incident of the in the prism. And here is a optical instrument. So instrument where the light is light properties are used. So light properties main ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದೇನು? ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟನ್ನು ಬಿಲ್ಡಪ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್, ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅ ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಲೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಫೋಕಲ್ ಲೆಂತನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ರೇ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ರೇ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ microscope, that is 1 minus d divided by f. And next one is what? The image formed here. ಬಯಾಲಜಿಲಿ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ದ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇರೆಕ್ಟ್. ವರ್ಚುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಇರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫೈಡ್, but it should be virtual because it will reflect back for your eye ಅಂದರೆ same medium. So it is the image formed from the simple microscope is erect, magnified and virtual. The next one, the angular magnification ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? m is equal to theta I divided by theta O. That is the angle of incident, object, image and the object is equal to d divided by f ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So practice the ray diagram for a simple microscope and remember the formula. The next one is a compound microscope. Here compound microscope ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಲೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಲೆನ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ 2 ಕಾನ್ವೆಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಯರ್ one is objective and one is what objective and here objective ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಐ, ದ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಐ ಈಸ್ ಐ ಪೀಸ್. And here you are using the 2 convex lens in case of compound microscope. Here also you see, look at the ray diagram and practices. And what is this? H is the object height and this is H dash is the image height. And these ray diagram shows what? How the light travels inside the compound microscope. And here is the eye. Next is magnification of the compound microscope. So you have certain formulas and you need to remember it. ME is what? 1 plus D divided by FE, and the total magnification is M naught into ME, that is L divided by F naught into 1 plus D FE. The next is what? So you have when the final image is at infinity. So here the image is ನಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ನಿಯರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಮೇಜ್ ನಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದೆರಡು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ವೆನ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್, ಇದೊಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ. ದೆನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್, ಇದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ what magnification. And next total magnification at infinity is the same formula. And what is L and F naught? So L is the distance between the second focal position of the objective and the first focal point of the eyepiece. Object in the second focal point in the eyepiece in the first focal point ಗೆ ದೂರ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ that is what L. And FE is the tube length of the ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್. ಆ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಂದ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಇಂದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಐ ಪೀಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಲೆಂತಿಗೆ FE. The last is a telescope. So, a device used to produce a large angular magnification of distant objects like stars, planet. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟು ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು ನೋಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫೈಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರಿಗಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ ಥರ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಅ ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ. And for that we are using again two lenses, and here is a ray diagram. Again practice this, and the magnification of the telescope is m is equal to f naught divided by fe, and the focal length of the objective, focal length of the eyepiece. The L tube is given by, tube length is given by the focal length of objective plus the focal length of the eyepiece. The next one is what? A reflecting telescope is called a Cassegrain telescope. What is the advantage of Cassegrain telescope? It has a large focal length in a short telescope. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇರಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ದೂರದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ನೋಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲಿಸ್ಕೋಪಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಫೋಕಲ್ ಲೆಂತ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅ Cassegrain telescope. So this ends your lesson, 9th lesson, that is ray optics and optical instruments.